Hello everyone, welcome to video 3 of my Claude series. Prompt engineering sounds like a soft skill, but it's not. A well designed prompt is the difference between a production system that works reliably and one that breaks on every third request. This video is the practical guide what actually changes Claude's behavior and what's just noise. Now we'll learn about system prompts. So system prompts are your contract with Claude. There are some best practices which we need to follow in case of system prompt. First is we have to be specific, not polite. So an example of being specific is always respond with valid JSON, never add explanation outside of the JSON structure. Similarly, we could be please try to respond in JSON if possible, but which doesn't work well with Claude. Second is we have to define persona and scope upfront. So a good example would be in the first paragraph we write what Claude is, what data it has access to, and what topics are in or out of scope. Third is we have to put constraint before capabilities. Like we have to tell Claude what not to do before we tell what to do. So negative constraints are processed with higher weights. Now we'll learn about few short examples. Basically, this is a prompting strategy which we can follow with Claude. This basically says that you show example of what is the result for this kind of stuff to Claude instead of telling 500 words on what to do. So we can write like this, like extract intent and entities from customer message and give three examples, and then we can give our prompt, and eventually the prompt would work in the best way. Now we can think, right, why it works. It works because Claude follow more of example structure, and it doesn't follow various rules and all. If you tell Claude that what to do and give some example, it works better. So this is a prompting strategy we can use for our benefit. Now we can see that in picture. Now here I am pasting the same thing which we saw in the last slide. So it will ask me for my prompt. So it says that I can extract intent entities from customer messages using this format. What would be your prompt? So my prompt would be something like, where is my refund for order ID 5? Now after that we can give that it will give output in this particular format, and it would extract intent and order ID. So here we can see it has extracted intent equal to instant refund status and order ID equal to 5, and it work as expected. Now we will learn about chain of thought prompting strategy. This is a prompting strategy which is used for complex classification, root cause analysis, multi-step decisions. It forces Claude to reason and think deep before committing to an answer. Now on the right side, I have given one example of chain of thought prompting, and here we can see that I have written think through it step by step and then provide your final answer as JSON. And there is a field called reasoning here, which is something which we can include it for best result. This field basically logs and audits how Claude thinks and reasons, and what is the mental model for Claude before answering complex question. Now there is a trade-off here. Chain of thought basically increases accuracy, but it burns out output token. So we have to think carefully and use it, and then think about the ROI. Now I will be giving demo of chain of thought, which I have shown you in the last slide. So first I will write a normal prompt and see the answer. So this basically asks to categorize the support ticket and give priority tags and summary. It has given normal output. Now I will give a prompt which is following chain of thought prompting strategy. So here I have given that prompt, and now we can see that it will do step by step. So first we will step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and in the end it will give the category and the reasoning. So this is an example, and it works as expected.